Ms. Myers, according to your complaint, you met the defendant at a bar. Were you working at the bar, sir?
One of the bars I used to work at, yes.
And you shortly thereafter began dating. During the course of your relationship, you lent him some $300. Relationship cooled off, and he said he gave you back $50.
He made a $50 payment to me, yes.
So, you want your money?
Yes.
Why did you give him this money?
Shortly after I met him, he lost his job and his rent was due. So I asked him if he needed any help, if he needed some money, because
How did you know about it? Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he told me that he had lost his job, and I had some money that I didn't need at that present time. So I asked him if I could help him out, and he refused at first. And eventually, a few days later, he came to me and said that he didn't want to ask me, but whatever, that if I wanted to give him something, he would accept it. So I agreed to give him some.
Order.
That's not correct.
I'm going to get to you in a second. Go ahead. So he said to you he didn't want to ask you, but if you wanted to give him something, he would accept it.
So I'm not sure exactly what the date was, but I did give him $300 in cash. And at the time, actually before I had given him the cash, he said to me that he had borrowed money from somebody in the past and he had paid them back and he didn't even like them, so he would definitely pay me back. So then I went forward and I did loan him the money.
Did you ask for the money back after you broke up?
I actually asked for the money back a short time before we broke up. I went to his apartment one night, probably about midnight, to see if he was home. He wasn't there. His aunt was staying with him at the time, and I left a note on his door stating that I had stopped by. And at that point, I had written on the letter that I was running short on money and was wondering when he was going to begin paying me back.
And you were still dating at that point?
Yes. The following day, he came to my house and said to me that he had gotten together with a 30-year-old woman that he had met at a bar earlier in the week, and that he didn't feel that he needed to be dating one person and wanted to start dating other people. It was then that he also stated that he didn't have very much money at the time, but he would see what he could do for me.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to ask Ms. Myers here how she went about giving me the money that I supposedly asked for. Well, her statement's incorrect.
Well, then tell me how it happened, sir. That's why I'm turning to you.
I went one night after work to a previous bar that I worked at, and she was there. We met. She came home with me that night. We went on a few dates. She knew about how I lost my job. Next thing you know, she's calling me up, and she said, "Did you look in your billfold and see what's in there?" And I said, "No, I have not." And I looked, and there was $300 there. And she said, "I know that if I would have gave it to you, you wouldn't have took it because you refused in the first place." She voluntarily put that money there without my knowledge.
Did you tell her at any time, sir, that you had borrowed money from somebody before and you paid it back?
I've never borrowed money from anyone. I've had plenty of girlfriends that have gave me money and bought me things. But,
Order.
you know, I didn't borrow it from them.
Your Honor?
It's
Why
like,
would somebody give you money, sir?
I see it as the fact that she jumped the gun into a dating relationship. She either tried to buy my affection or my love and jumped into it. And then as soon as she saw or heard the fact that I said, "You know, look, if you're gonna see me, you gotta know I'm seeing other people. If you wanna see me, you gotta know that I'm dating other people. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just dating. If this is fine with you, you can continue and we can keep dating." She said, "Oh, that's fine." I said, "Okay."